Hi, my name is Gennaro LaBella. I'm a board-certified colon and rectal surgeon with TriHealth. What made me interested in surgery, or really medicine, I guess, is I have to really thank my mother, my parents, but really my mother for that. My mother was in healthcare as well. She worked for an ophthalmologist, and when I was very young, she would bring me into his office and let me observe. The surgeon was very kind, and it really piqued my interest. I've always enjoyed the full spectrum of colorectal surgery, but I've also always enjoyed doing a lot of endoscopy. Colorectal cancer, unfortunately, is a very common cancer in the United States and in the world. Specifically here, it's the fourth most common cancer. And I really like to do a lot of outreach to educate people to say, hey, come on in, let's get a colonoscopy done, because it really makes a difference. Colorectal cancer is literally avoidable by doing colonoscopies when you're supposed to, because there's a spectrum of starting from a polyp where it continues to grow, it gets bigger, bigger, and then turns to cancer. But if you can remove that polyp while it's still benign or precancerous, you never get cancer. In essence, a very common cancer we die from is avoidable. Parts of my practice that I'm very focused on, besides endoscopy, is a lot of inflammatory bowel disease. So Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and all the pathology associated with those diseases. One of the areas that I saw we also needed to improve upon in Cincinnati, really in the United States, is pilonidal. Fairly common, but I was noticing that rates of recurrence were very high with the standard approaches, so I really spent a lot of time kind of honing the technique. And now here within TriHealth, we have a pilonidal center where we put a lot of focus on that, and we've really seen some fantastic results. I mean, regarding the treatments, it's really looking at the full approach of the patient, because it's not just surgery. So when patients have inflammatory bowel disease, we work very closely with their gastroenterologist, because it's a combination of medical management and surgical management, and it really requires good communication. And one of the nice things here at TriHealth is we have a very nice department of gastroenterology, a very great department of surgery, great department of GI, and really good communication between the two. And that's really what it takes to care for patients with inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. So it's a very collaborative approach. I think just knowing like you've made a difference in someone's life. I've been in practice now, I think almost 18 years since fellowship, and to this day, still get Christmas cards or holiday cards, saying, hey, thank you, or you made an impact in my daughter or husband or father or parents' lives, and just making a difference in the world. To the best of our knowledge, we only have one crack at this, and there's some satisfaction knowing you've made a little bit of a difference trying to make the world a little better.